Yo, what's up, guys? We are here for the finals of Season 8. We are facing Ronder, and he is bringing pretty much what I expected. Dragapult, Azelf, Nidoking, Incineroar, Zapdos, and Weavile. Super excited to not see... hold on, let me close Discord. Don't need that honking at us all day. We don't see Tapu Lele or Medicham, which is super nice. So his main punchers are Dragapult, Weavile, and Zapdos. I'm half tempted to lead off with Weavile as per our last match. Or, sorry, with Beedrill. I really got to be careful around Weavile. Victini, since he doesn't have Melodic, Victini just clicks Speak Rate, and once Incineroar is chipped down, like, Speak Rate gets kills. But he can always come in and Pursuit Trap with Weavile, so I got to play around that, which is unfortunate. Could start off with Doublade. No, I really like the Beedrill play. I know it's super obvious, and it's literally what I did last time, and it cost me my Beedrill early. But I don't think he's going to expect the same play as last time. If he does lead off with Weavile, then I can hard swap into Doublade unless he goes for the hard knockoff. That's a safe switch in. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. He leads off with the Azelf, as I lead off with the Beedrill. I highly doubt this is Scarf Azelf. Highly doubt it, so I'll just go for a U-turn. If this is Scarf lead Azelf, and he goes for a Psyshock, then I will be shocked. I will be Psyshocked. If he has a Scarfer, either Zapdos or Nidoking, I highly doubt it. This is a Scarf Azelf. That would be really surprising for Ronder. He likes his lead Azelfs. Of course, he is doing his own live commentary on his end, so we're probably going to have some gaps like this throughout the match. Alright, so yeah, he is focus sashed. So now the question is what to go out into. The safe play is Doublade. I could just go for a Shadow Seek, which I think is what I'm going to do. Yeah, as he goes into rocks. I unfortunately don't have rocks on my side, so if he gets this thing out, he can bring it back in at some point, which I don't like. So I'm half tempted to go for Pursuit, but I also think he's just going to try to sack this thing. I was not expecting him to bring hazards of any kind, so I'm kind of sad I didn't bring boots on Rotom. Just gonna go for a Shadow Sneak. He could hard swap into Incineroar here. And I just go out into my Gliscor and Defog, if that's the case. I think, yeah, there's the Incineroar. There's a Shadow Sneak. Did nothing, and he's lefties. I think Incineroar gets knockoff, right? It absolutely does, and he's going to go for it right now. And nothing wants to take a knockoff. Um, Gliscor's here for the Incineroar. And it can take anything Incineroar wants to throw at it. If he goes for a knockoff, I lose my Toxic Orb, obviously, but Gliscor really is only here for Incineroar. So, yeah. Buy Toxic Orb. At this point, I kind of want to go for a Toxic. Getting off a Defog would be nice. Oh, he's absolutely going into Zapdos. Yeah, I'm not going for Defog. Gotta be careful around that Defiant. How I win this? I need a chip. So Beedrill has Fell Stinger. So I need to find whatever his Scarfer is. Oh, so he stays in and goes for a U-turn. Interesting. Could have gotten a Defog off there then. But getting this thing on a timer is also nice. Here comes the Nidoking probably. Or the Azelf. Azelf would be a real weird play. I think it goes into Nidoking. Or the Weavile. I'm really frustrated that he brought... Alright, so he brings an Azelf. I go into Rotom here. I am especially defensive. And I can just go for a Volt Switch. Alright, so there's the taunt. South Rock taunt, yeah, this is just a classic lead Azelf. Psychic and Fire Blast, maybe. Yeah, so if I can get a Fell Stinger off and get rid of his Scarfer, Beedrill just wins. So I need to find out who his Scarfer is. I'm inclined to think Nidoking, which does outspeed Beedrill with a Scarf, unfortunately. So if I can get Webs off, that'd be great. Of course, if Zapdos is a Scarfer, Zapdos might be a Scarfer just to make sure he always has a check to Beedrill, because obviously it's immune to Webs, and kills it with Brave Bird. So I want to go for Volt Switch, but he knows I'm taunted. And he might just hard swap into Nidoking, and I really don't want to give Nidoking any safe switch-ins. So I'm going to hard swap into Victini. I don't really need HP on Victini. Oh, he goes for Explosion. Alright. That is really unfortunate, and now he's going to go into Weavile and just Pursuit Trap me. That was really unfortunate. Could have gone to Doublade there. So yeah, Victini's pretty much gone at this point. But once I get Defog off, then Rocks are off the field, which is nice. Yeah, there's the Weavile. There's no point in trying to stay in. Like, he's going to go for a knockoff here. I don't really need Rotom, so... I don't want to hard swap into Doublade because I need to keep my Eviolite, because I still need it for Zapdos. So I'm going to hard swap into Rotom on the off chance he doesn't have Pursuit. He's still thinking, though. He doesn't have Pursuit, which is interesting. He has Fake Out. And there's the life orb. He's not going to stay in. So I need to come in with Gliscor on Incineroar at some point to get the defog off. Kind of want to go for Pain Split. Because everything he has is at max HP. Yeah, I'm going to go for Pain Split. He's not going to stay in with Weavile. Interesting he doesn't have Pursuit. I wonder, did he just forget that? Because like Pursuit is so obvious with when I have a Victini on my team. Because even if I'm Scarf Victini, 1v create, then like you come in, you outspeed when I'm -1, and go for Pursuit and knock it out. So I wonder if he just forgot that Pursuit is a thing in this, or because he has Fake Out, Ice Shard, Knock Off, Icicle Crash, or oh no, Triple Axle is what he prefers. I would have gotten rid of Fake Out and gone for swapped in Pursuit, or maybe the Ice Shard, one of the two. Because Pursuit is also really great for Beedrill. Decent for Greninja if it's Protean. Alright, so there's the Incineroar. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch here. He's probably going to Parting Shot, but I should outspeed. Unless he has significant speed investment. Yeah, there's the Volt Switch. Let's do that Calc. Versus Incineroar. Volt Switch did 23%. So that does look to be max HP, no SPDF. But he's definitely Parting Shot. Oh, he has U-turn. So he's definitely U-turning here. If I go into Gliscor, he goes into Weavile. Or Nidoking. If I go into Doublade, he goes into Nidoking. And I can't go into any of these three. Alright, I have to go. I don't think he's going for a knockoff here, because I don't have an item. So I go into Doublade here. Yeah, he goes for U-turn. Alright. My thinking was there, I need Gliscor to stay around till I can get Defog off, otherwise Victini's just dead. So I couldn't risk losing Gliscor there. And I couldn't go into anything else on Incineroar, so Doublade was the only real option. I knew he was going to bring out Nidoking in this case, and I just go back out into Rotom. Rotom's only real purpose right now is to take on Nidoking. I need to get a defog off. I could also get a defog off on Zapdos. Yeah, either Incineroar or Zapdos. I need to get a defog off. I need to get a defog off. I'm fine with getting the Defiant boost as long as Doublade is healthy. Or if I confirm he's not Scarfed. So there's the Ice Beam. He's probably going to go for a Sludge Wave. I'm just going to Overheat. He might swap out. 18.5. Hold on. Let's just do a calc. Let's confirm if he's Life Orb. Ice Beam. 18.4%, so that could be, he did 18.5. Interesting. Interesting. So, is that just poor rounding? So that could be an absolute max roll life orb, or the only other option would be specs. Still gonna go for overheat. So there's the sludge wave, takes us down. So he's confirmed not specs, obviously. And now he's definitely gonna outspeed Gliscor. Can't go into Victini. He'll take out Doublade. I think I just lose to this thing. Because Beedrill comes in. I don't have Drill Run. I can fib the Drill Run. So I don't think I can get webs up this game. And Dragon Bolt probably has clear body anyways, so only thing webs would be good for is Weavile. But I think I have to go into Galv, go for HP Ice. Yeah, that's what I have to do. It's the only decent play. Yep, HP Ice. And if he stays in and takes the HP Ice, I think a knockoff from Beedrill may finish the job on Nidoking. If it doesn't, then I'm screwed either way, so. Yeah, he's really been keeping his Zapdos in the back pocket, so I really think that thing's scarfed. Which means I need Doublade alive. I was not expecting the suicide lead as up with rocks. I was looking at his team and I was like, he's not bringing rocks. And then he did. Oh well. I really wish I had Defog on Rotom instead of Gliscor. Alright, so there's the Dragapult. Takes 54%. Don't have Rotom as a switch in anymore. Yeah, so it could stay in, see what this thing wants to go for, and set up webs. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set, because I may, if I can't get a defog off, I might as well set webs up. And that way, Gliscor should outspeed the Nidoking. No, there's no point. I'm just going to go for HP Ice. Alright, so he goes for sub. Thank goodness I didn't do anything else. So I'm just going to sack Galvantula here. Alright, there's the Dragon Dart, so it is a physical Dragapult. Interesting. Which means I might be able to go into Gliscor and get a defog off. Let's see here. This was against Galvantula. Aragog versus Dragapult. So sub, yeah, sub implies Dragon Dance, Dragon Darts. First one did 51.5, which does look to be about right. 51.5 times 2 is a min 103. Yeah, so that is a physical Dragapult. Let us see what that does to Gliscor. Dragon Dart says a maximum of 42%. I am at 58, so assuming no crits, I come in at 46%. So I should live. And I go straight for the defog. I don't want him to hard swap into Nidoking, and I was thinking about going for Roost. But I don't want him to hard swap into Nidoking or Weavile, and I lose this chance to defog. If he's a random physical Dragon Ball with HP Ice, then shit. But I doubt it. Yep, so there's Dragon Darts. And I'm going to hard swap into Doublade here. Because I might be able to bring this thing and roost it off on Incineroar. Or sack it for later. Actually, nah, Dragon Darts is going to do nothing to Doublade. If he goes for the random Phantom Force, then whack. I'll just hard swap back into Gliscor and sack it. And then we're in the exact same place. Yep, so there's the Dragon Darts. I take nothing. I go for Shadow Sneak. I'm thinking about Pursuit, but this thing is not really a threat to me. And I think he's just going to sack it anyways. Yeah, so. Yeah, no reason to take unnecessary damage. So he definitely has us in the back foot, especially since that Zapdos is absolutely scarfed. Good news is Victini comes in at some point and gets a kill. I'll probably have to sack Gliscor for that, but it's definitely going to happen. Whatever comes in after this, I'm probably going to have to sack Gliscor. I keep fluctuating between saying Gliscor and Gliscor. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is. Yeah, he probably goes out into Nidoking here. Maybe Incineroar, but probably Nidoking. In which case I sack Gliscor, I go into Victini, get a kill. He goes into Weavile. I go into... Oh, shit. Well, let's see. I'm not going to predict that far ahead. I think he has the win here. Yeah, depending on what he goes into, I'm pretty sure he has to go into Nidoking. He could go into Incineroar to try to gain the momentum with U-turn. But, yeah, I don't know. He's really taking his time thinking about this decision. You know, I'd love it if he just went straight Zapdos here. That'd be fantastic. Just go straight to Zapdos, sack that thing, let Beedrill sweep. I'm not really sure what he has to think about here. Like, he can't go into Weavile because he doesn't want to take chip damage on that thing because he needs it for Victini. Can't go into Zapdos because Doublade walls it. Like, Incineroar's a decent play if he had Parting Shot, but the fact that he has U-turn, yeah, there's the Nidoking. So you see Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Fire Blast. He has to go for the Fire move here. He's definitely going to predict the Gliscor, but I can't afford to take any more chip damage on Doublade because I still need it for Zapdos, and Gliscor is the most expendable. Just misclick, Ronder. Just misclick and accidentally click Earth Power for me. That would be fantastic. But Nidoking's going to outspeed Gliscor anyways, and he kicks it out with Ice Speed next turn anyways, so whatevs. Really wish I had been able to get webs up, but definitely made the right call not letting Dragapult get Dragon Dances up. It's a Gliscor. He goes for Earth Power? I think he was like trying to make the sweet play because, yeah, Nidoking outspeeds the Gliscor here. Not much point in me going for Roost. I'll go for the Earthquake in case I'm randomly faster. Yeah, there's the Ice Beam. Alright, so let's play this out. I go into Victini. I click V Create. He sacks either Nidoking or Incineroar. He goes out into Weavile. I go on to Doublade. I lose to Zapdos. I go on to Doublade on Weavile. I lose to Zapdos. I sack Victini. I go on to Beedrill, and I can... Yeah. So I go on to Victini. I have to. Nothing else can take out a Nidoking. I go for V-Create. Something dies. He goes on to Weavile. I have to sack the Victini. Yeah, he sacks the Nidoking. I think that was the right play. I could see him sacking the Incineroar, but Intimidate is still useful for the Beedrill. And I don't think Nidoking ever got his safe switch in anymore, so... What's he thinking about now? I don't... Unless Zapdos isn't Scarfed, and he might be considering trying to save the Fake Out on Weavile. For the Beedrill. Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's has to consider. Unless he's trying to... Okay, he goes straight hard into Zapdos? What? That makes 0 sense. That doesn't make any sense. Either you go in Incineroar to get the Intimidate, or you go hard into... Why do you not go hard into Weavile? What? So confused. Of the three, does Zapdos, like, I know it gets Throat Chop, Sword Shield. Galarian. Do you get piggyback? Yeah, it just gets Throat Chop. Doesn't have anything else for Doublade. So what does Throat Chop? Oh no, this is the against Zapdos. Offensive. Oh no, shoot, that was regular. Zapdos, Galar. Gets to get Stomping Tantrum too. That's Banded Stomping Tantrum. Does 41% max to Doublade. I don't know what this thing wants to do. I am -1 speed. So it's not worth taking. Yeah, I don't need Victini anymore. I could bring it in and go for the speed times Zapdos. And it's obviously not much help against Incineroar or Weavile. And that way I'm not taking the chip damage on Doublade in case Zapdos can 2-hit KO me. So I'll go for the V-Create. He goes for the Throat Chop. What does Beedrill do to... Because this is what I'm thinking. Either he's Scarfed. Throat Chop. Throat Chop. Oh my goodness. That's Banded. Choice Scarf. I could go straight into Beedrill, go for the Poison Jab. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do, actually. Because he is Scarfed, in which case he doesn't KO me. Or he is Scarfed. Or he's not Scarfed, in which case I outspeed and bring him down low, and then he could potentially take himself out with Brave Bird. So the question is, can Doublade 2v1? I don't think he can. It can. Yeah, I think I just lose. I have to go. I think I have to hope for the crit off from Beedrill. Or he hard swaps into one of these two. Yeah, I don't get the Zapdos play. Like, Weavile was such a safer swap in on... Yeah, so he is Scarfed. He's poisoned. So now the question is... So Scarf Throat Chop, what does that do to Doublade? Does 24 to 29%. He goes out into Incineroar. Yeah, Doublade can't take out Incineroar and Weavile, so I go out into it now. I Shadow Sneak. He goes on to Incineroar, goes for knockoff. I go for Sacred Sword. Knockoff shouldn't take me out, and Weavile should lose its Fake Out. So it's just a question on if Weavile has Ice Shard. If Weavile doesn't have Ice Shard, I think we take this. But there's no reason Weavile doesn't have Ice Shard. Unless it has Low Kick. No, it has to have the dual priority for the Beedrill. Yeah, so he goes on to Incineroar, goes for knockoff. I won't die. I go for Sacred Sword, and he dies to a combination of Sacred Sword, Toxic, and Shadow Sneak. And he goes on to Weavile. I'm still in, so he can't go for Fake Out. Or he goes into Weavile, goes for knockoff. I should be able to live a knockoff even from a Weavile. I go for Sacred Sword. Then he goes in Incineroar. He doesn't get the Intimidating Beedrill, and Beedrill takes Incineroar out. So he has to go Incineroar. And we have to hope he doesn't have Ice Shard on Weavile. If he goes into Weavile here, we win. Yeah, so there's the Incineroar. We go for Sacred Sword. There's the knockoff. Ooh, maybe a knockoff from Weavile would have killed. Oh, and maybe... Oh, no. We're not going to kill. Shit. Yeah, so Fake Out's going to kill us. I thought Sacred Sword was going to do a little bit more than that. Damn. Alright. That's GG. Alright. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, if you listened all this way. But, yeah, Ronder takes it here with the Fake Out from the Weavile. And we're going to not win our second season in a row of LSBA. Looking forward to hear Ronder's commentary. I'm interested to see what his thought processes were on the Zapdos swap-in. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It was a fun season, guys. Congrats to Ronder for winning Season 8 of the LSBA. And I'll see you guys around next season. Bye.